everyone, my name is Minh. I come from the Faculty of Mathematics and Informatics in Hanoi National University of Education, and this is my partner Ngọc.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ngọc. I'm also a fourth-year student from the Faculty of Mathematics.
I came across the information of this competition on Facebook, and we found it interesting. Then we decided to give it a try.
Our presentation today would be about biodiversity on ground. What it is, how it affects our life, and how we affected it by. In the end, we'll suggest some solutions to solve the current problems. Hope you enjoyed it.
First question. What is biodiversity? It is an enormous biological system which human being is an element of. Biodiversity, or biological diversity, is a variability among living organisms from all sources, including inter-alia, terrestrial, marine, and other aquatic ecosystems, and the ecological complexes of which they are part. This includes diversity within species, between species, and of ecosystem. The more intertwining there is between these three features, the denser and more resilient the wave becomes. To be more precise, let's take a look at the example of Cúc Phương National Park. Cúc Phương is home to a large range of fauna, including 89 species of mammals, 307 species of birds, 110 species of reptilians and amphibians, 65 fish species, and nearly 2,000 species of insects. In Cúc Phương jungle, trees provide seeds, fruits, and leaves to herbivores, such as deer, monkeys, or birds. These animals disperse the seeds throughout the jungle so that they can grow. Leftovers are consumed by millions of insects and bacteria that decompose and recycle nutrients to create rich soil. The jungle is a huge system filled with smaller systems like this, each packed with interconnected species. Every link provides stability to the next, strengthening biodiversity's wave. Biodiversity is important to humans for many reasons. It is also considered by many to have intrinsic value. That is, each species has a value and the right to exist, whether or not it is known to have value to humans. The Biodiversity book by the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization describes 5 core and interacting values that humans place on diversity. First, economic. Biodiversity provides humans with raw materials for consumption and production. Many livelihoods are dependent on biodiversity. Farmer benefits from crops, fruit trees, cattle, and poultry. Fishermen catch fishes, crabs, and shrimp and sell them to make a living. Secondly, ecological life support. Biodiversity provides functioning ecosystems that supply oxygen, clean air and water, pollination of plants, pest control, wastewater treatment, and many ecosystem services. Third, recreation. Many recreational pursuits rely on our unique biodiversity, such as bird watching, hiking, camping, and fishing. Our tourism industry also depends on biodiversity. Fourth, cultural. The earliest cultures are closely connected to nature through the expression of identity, spirituality, and aesthetic appreciation. Ancient Egyptian god Horus is illustrated as a man with the head of a hawk. An Indian god Ganesha has the appearance of an elephant, and famous Zeus symbol, the god from Greek myth, a thunderbolt, eagle, bull, and oak. Fifth, scientific. Biodiversity represents a wealth of systematic ecological data that help us to understand the natural world and its origins. The evolution discovery of electricity, which marked the beginning of humans' modern era, origin from the identity of lightning. The invention of vaccines was based on animals' immunity. Many modern architect and technology designs copy natural structure, beehive or bird skeleton. It cannot be denied that nature plays an irreplaceable part in the development of human beings. Any loss or deterioration in the condition of biodiversity can compromise all the values outlined above and affect human well-being. The Millennium Ecosystem Assessment in 2005 was the first global effort to examine links between human well-being and biodiversity. The assessment found benefits to societies from biodiversity in material welfare, security of communities, resilience of local economies, relations among groups in communities, and human health. It also emphasized the term ecosystem services under 4 broad categories. 1. Provisioning services, the production of food, fiber, and water.
There are no doubt that human civilization has had a negative impact on biodiversity, particularly since the Industrial Revolution. Humans have received by diverse caveats with the destruction of habitat through agriculture and urban sprawl, the use of pesticide, herbicide, of fishing and hunting, as well as the release of other toxic compounds into the environment. As the human population grows, so does the amount of land it requires for food. The increase in the amount of cropland in 20th century was greater than the growth in cropland in 19th century, and more land for transportation and housing is also necessary for humanity's constantly growing population. As humans convert forest to cropland or pave over the natural habitats of many species, the ecosystem's ability to sustain over and diverse forms of life go down. In some cases, they face extinction. Some species have also been driven to extinction by hunting or overharvesting, and their populations are in sharp decline. Through farming, the genetic diversity of many species decreases, and some useful genes may eventually disappear altogether from the human population and even from the use of pesticide herbicide. To get to the bottom of the problems of biodiversity and ecosystem losses, people need to understand more about the importance of environment to humans. Although education is the first step, there are many more solutions that can promote the health and vitality of ecosystems throughout the world. Firstly, we need to promote awareness in order to protect the ecosystem. Informing the general population about the multitude of benefits biodiversity provides, we encourage people to be more conscious of the environment. Modern society deeply undervalues nature. Spreading appreciation of nature will help keep people from destroying it. It's also crucial to make known about the consequences of biodiversity losses. Many people who destroy environments do so either unintentionally or are forced to do. By providing education, people can be taught that they need to be able to sustain ecosystem because their livelihood depends on the ecosystem's health and growth and the necessity of the delicate balance of the food web. Also, they know how destroying certain seemingly insignificant species can lead to destruction of an entire ecosystem. Education is the first step in getting more people to protect environments and stop biodiversity and ecosystem losses. We can also preserve biodiversity in more indirect ways by passing legislation that protects ecosystem and imposing steep penalties for violation. We can prevent further habitat destruction. Last but not least, we can keep permanent funds for biodiversity. Keeping funds for biodiversity can help to promote it as well as provide a backup in case of emergency.
So that's the end of our presentation today. Hope you find it helpful and not too boring.
Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Bye.